The title of the story is These Hard Times. We sit, the four of us, watching this movie late at night. Ann is the gym. She cooks and cleans, mother's the other two. It's clear she appreciates things. Ruth is reserved and drawn back into her own little world. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether she's sleeping or awake. Lacey lives for makeup and fast cars. Cute little dogs that won't listen. Most of her life has been pushing buttons on that phone. Them three's on the couch played out all over each other. Me, I'm on the love seat by myself. My parents and kid sister are worn out asleep upstairs. Mom looked up this villa on the computer. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a pool, a garage with a ping pong table, everything. Mom believes it smiles and she cares for the way others feel. I guess that's why I have to watch these girls. She knows they don't care much for sunflower seeds or the clang of metal bats, and since we're down here for my sister's softball tournament, who is on a traveling squad and being recruited by Division II college coaches, Mom asked if I mind keeping an eye on them while her and Dad are at the games. It's weird watching my sister's friends because they know about me. I caused ruckus in high school and became some kind of legend, but I've come out of that stage now and settled in with the world and found peace in my actions. I no longer call anything ruckus. These girls came through as freshmen the year after I left, and I'm sure they still call things ruckus just like I used to. I'm at a disadvantage, 3 Venuses to 1 Mars, and would normally have reinforcements, but my friends couldn't come, said they had to work or go to court for a speeding ticket or I left a note too late. One didn't want to be away on his birthday. Either way, I sit or read or watch a movie with these girls and they give me a hard time. I know hard times can lead to bad things between a brother and his sister's friend, so I mind my P's and Q's about that. I've lost interest in this movie, so I ask for their phone numbers in case something happens tomorrow, me losing them or them losing me or somebody being hurt and needing to call. Anything can happen these days in this sick world, especially to 3 16-year-old girls. Lacey is the only one awake. She hands her phone over, says just to call my phone from hers, that way I'll have her number on my caller ID. I ask her, doesn't she know her own number? She lays her head on the armrest between her hands, takes her eyes off me and into the couch. She says yes, she knows her own number, but doesn't feel like talking right now, too tired. I take her phone, dial my phone, and now she has my number in her sync calls. Something goes off in my head. My friend graduated 2 years after me, went to school with her for 2 years. He says she's dying to be wild, got a streak in her fine ass, only needing something to turn it loose. Showed me a picture she sent him of her in a bikini. I fight to get that image out of my mind. Not long after, she gets up, bids goodnight, and I watch her ass dance in those tight cheerleading shorts all the way up the steps. The next day I wake, shower, and take these girls to the theme park for daycare. We walk through the park like cattle, and I can't tell if it's me stinking or the people I'm around. I know every person where I'm from and never took too well to be places where I don't. These girls wanted to come though and kindly even got dolled up for it. There's a storm been rising ever since we got here, and the humidity makes me feel like an egg. Them girls decide they want to cool off. We go in this restaurant where a turkey sandwich costs $12 and a 20% gratuity is expected. I get a coffee and listen to them talk. Ruth talks about her boyfriend and how she wants to get him a present while she's down here. The other two talk about their lack thereof, but future prospects that may or may not be filling the spot. I look at Lacey and say, "You mean tell me you spend all that time on your phone and he ain't even your boyfriend?" She shoots back real serious. "I'm single," she says, and makes it very clear. They all giggle in their way and pull out maps and plan out the day they just shot an hour up by sitting here. I fume at myself for wasting a day's wages to bring it here. They decide they want to ride the slog ride, and after doing so, complain about how it ruined their hair. I get away, smoke a cigarette, and breathe. This is code for I get away, curse at some plants like a raging sailor, wallow in self-pity while inhaling deadly carcinogens into my lungs, and conclude by finding peace in the knowledge that this week is almost over with. I come back to where I left them girls and can't find them. People are bumping over me, strollers rolling over my feet. "Hey boy," I hear, and just in time turn to catch Ann making the voice and see them girls giggling. I stand there in front of them awkward like, not knowing if I should laugh with them or what. "God," Lacey says, "he always looks so lost." I don't speak to them much, just let them play their games on me and try to be a good sport. The way I see it is simple. My sister likes me and they like her, so if A equals B and B equals C, then A must equal C and they should like me too. Only at a safe, non-personal distance though. They begin talking again and I swear I hear my name mentioned. I look up startled and say, "Huh." Before I get the word fully out, Lacey is mocking me. Huh, she says, and pokes her head forward and smiles like a real smartass. All the rides at these parks are usually set up for twos, but the rides we rode so far had room for all four of us to sit. We come to one that seats two, and I stay behind them girls in line, not wanting any part of it. We get toward the front, and Lacey asks how this seating is going to be. They all whisper, but I don't hear any answers come about. It ends up Lacey with Ruth, the gym with me. There's something different with Ann after that. She keeps including me the rest of the day, even plans out times we can stop for me to smoke. We leave the park and meet my family for dinner and a show. I assume that Mom feels sorry for these girls having to spend the day with me, or vice versa, and this is her way of making it up. The show has a pre-show, and every parent there, outside mine, is killed drunk on expensive draft beer and mixed rum drinks from the bar. They dance and sing and show off like fools right there in front of all their children. I watched one drunk man bounce from woman to woman and never seem to find what he's looking for unless it's a slap in the face. Poor guy, I think, and know without a doubt I could take any of these drunk old bats home and put her on her back and show her all the things that real men, that true good old boys are made of. A man comes on the speakers and follows us through to the main show. We walk into a dome-shaped room similar to a skating rink. It smells sweet like wood shavings and dust and home. The seats are in rows like bleachers, and each row has a built-in table. Our waitress is new and terrible. I feel sorry for her. We eat our salads and everything goes dark. Ann sits down the row from me. She screams out my name, and all our party in between leans back. I look over and she says, "If I was an animal, what would I be?" I think for only a second and scream back an ass. This is so funny, even my dad laughs. Horses fly out of the gate and the show starts. And I'm going to summarize the show. It's got a prince and a princess, and they run into all these obstacles and end up together, and they're happily ever after. All the drunk fools do, and their children sit beside them with shining lights around their necks clueless. I hate things like this show and the lottery and every Walt Disney movie known to man. They put us in a trance, dead asleep to reality, and make us think, oh, if I just do that, or oh, maybe if I just try this, that if I just keep plugging away and making it through the days, something will give and break away. It will have to, and because of my hard work and endurance, because of my will to live, I'll be set, and from then on out, everything will be all peaches and roses, perfect forever. But of course, in the real world, this never happens. I get back to the villa, and my family is heading to bed. The championship round is tomorrow. Sis plays bright and early at 8 o'clock. They say that we can sleep in, that they'll come straight back after her game, so we start up another movie with the whole night ahead of us. Ann pours everyone milk and has a hard time carrying all the glasses. The other two have already spread out on the couch with her legs meeting in the middle. I put some coffee on, come back, and Ann's on my love seat. I throw down a pillow and lay out on the floor. Ann asks if I hate her so much that I couldn't stand sitting beside her. I tell her yes, that I certainly do, and we laugh together. It's reassuring to meet a person like her. There's a few good women left that know how to laugh and cut up. I hear her moving covers and filling up the seat a few moments later. The previews roll through, and I touch my nose. No nose goes, I say. Ann is the last to touch her nose. She gets up to push play.